Welcome back to Wisconsin, family. We have been having a lovely time here in Poynette, Wisconsin at Rock and Will Winery. Having a good time.
I'm having a great time.
Good. And now we're having an even better time because we've been joined by Jim Essence, who joins us from Jim's Coins, and we're so glad to have you. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So we always learn something from you, Jim. We're going to talk a little bit about the ways that you and your family can get involved in coin collecting, but we're going to talk a little bit about the financial aspect of gold and silver as well. So obviously there's some value here, and there's been a lot in the media recently about gold and silver shifting, going up and going down. How do you know what direction it's going to go? Is that something you can tell us for sure, that gold and silver is moving in a certain direction, or how does that work?
I bet you might be thinking that I would not know the answer to that. But I've been doing a lot of research and studying it carefully, certain trends and so forth, and we're actually almost 100% confident that gold and silver will go up or down. So we do know the direction, pretty sure.
All right, you had me going. I thought you really were going to give us something there. That's great.
Well, good. You can say that with confidence.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that. Yeah.
Not just coins, also comedy from Jim. Yeah.
So, obviously, this is something that people, have an interest in investing in. I mean, there's maybe some risk there because we know it's either going to go up or down. We obviously want it to go up if we invest. But what are some of the ways that people can invest in gold and silver?
Well, that's a great question. One of the ways is ETFs, that's electronically traded funds.
Okay.
And that would be something, you buy a stock, it's actually listed on the stock market. You buy a piece of paper that says you own so many ounces of gold or silver that's in a vault somewhere.
Yeah.
And so that's a very economical way to buy and sell it because the transaction costs are very low because it's just like trading a stock.
Right.
So that's one option. A lot of people think, if push came to shove in the future, things went south, heaven forbid, they want something physical that they have in their possession, not a piece of paper that could, they open the vaults and there's just a security guard having his lunch or something.
Right, yeah.
You paint a lovely picture, Jim.
So they want the physical gold and silver in their possession.
Right.
People do, and that's where we come in. We buy and sell the physical gold and silver. So there's a number of different ways to do it, starting with silver. People like the generic rounds made by refining companies and miners is the least expensive way to do it. And it comes in a lot of different designs. It's privately made.
Sure.
That's the least expensive. If you spend maybe $1 or $2 more per ounce, you can get the American Eagle.
Okay.
It's really beautiful coin. It's a $1 coin.
Okay.
It's 1 ounce of pure silver made by the U.S. Mint.
Wow. So some of these legal tender, some of them not so much then? Is that kind of how that works?
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
People feel a little bit more secure if it's made by a government that it's legal tender. Maybe a less soft target for counterfeiters.
Sure.
This is the Canadian Maple Leaf. Justin, you were admiring this, a
That
new
is so
product
cool.
from the Canadian Mint, Superman Silver Round. Here's a 10-ounce bar. Just kind of holding it is
Oh my
kind
gosh.
of fun, pride of ownership.
That's what 10 ounces feels like.
Wow. Oh, wow.
And then here's the 100-ounce.
Can I lift it?
Yeah,
man?
yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh,
So that's
I may not be
100
able to lift it. Barely. That's very heavy.
Yes, yes.
Try it out.
Wow.
Use it as a doorstop or
Justin's going to be doing curls here.
Yeah, sweating in a minute here.
yes. So and then with the gold, there's the American Gold Eagle. Again, gold bars. You have private and public. Right now, we're recommending the minted gold items because they're made by a government and they're not very much more expensive.
Okay.
Sure, yeah.
And I have to ask about this teeny tiny cutie Woody. What is this thing?
That's a 10th ounce gold eagle.
1/10.
Yes.
Okay. It
Yes,
caught my
made by the
attention
US
before we
government.
started because I've never seen a coin this little.
Yeah.
It's so cute. I don't think their value is based on their cute level, but you know.
But
Well,
in your mind, they are.
maybe-
That's important
yeah,
to you.
that's
So.
But let's
Yeah.
talk a little bit about, speaking of value, and for viewers at home, is now a good time to buy or sell? What do you think?
Well, there's, in the long term, I think gold and silver are good investments, but I think in the near term, it's good to look at your own personal economy, so to speak. There's the pride of ownership of the items. That's something to think about. It's also something to think about what is the opportunity cost of keeping it. For example, can I pay off some high interest rate credit cards, or help somebody who needs it? In that case, I would say sell or use the money for that if you have some family emergency or something.
Yeah.
But if not, if you're looking for long-term investment and pride of ownership, those are two things definitely to think about.
I love that you think of that too, that it's so individual based on the person. So not just advice on the coins or the value, but it's really personal to your situation. So
Right,
some
that's
life
something to-
lessons also.
Right,
Jim
definitely
has
something to
said.
think about when buying or
Well,
selling.
thank you so much. We're already out of time. It goes so quick with you, but thank you for sharing this. Get your family involved in coin collecting. You can see Jim at Jim's Coins in Hilldale, and we'll be right back with more Wisconsin Family.
Yeah.